How Monkey Man lived thousands of years ago, a long, long time ago, before there were cities, roads, towering buildings. The world was a wild and untamed place, a vast, ancient jungle filled with the sounds of nature. Towering trees reached up into the sky, casting dense shadows over the thick underbrush. The air was thick with the scent of earth and growing things. Every step in the jungle led to the discovery of something new, something mysterious. This was the world where the Monkey Man lived. The Monkey Man wasn't just a creature of instinct. He was a survivor. His body was strong like a gorilla, yet agile like a monkey. He was built to thrive in the wild, and every part of him was honed for the jungle environment. His fur-covered body was his armor, blending seamlessly with the lush green foliage, making him almost invisible among the dense trees. His strong muscular limbs were capable of swinging from branch to branch with ease, and his sharp senses could detect the slightest rustle in the bushes. He had no need for tools, no need for technology. His body was his greatest weapon. Every morning, the first rays of sunlight would pierce through the thick canopy of trees, signaling the start of another day in the jungle. The Monkey Man would wake, stretch, and begin his daily routine. The jungle was his home, and he knew it better than anyone else. With his powerful arms and legs, he would leap from one tree to the next, feeling the rush of wind through his fur. As he soared through the air, his agility allowed him to move silently, effortlessly, through the dense underbrush, making it nearly impossible for predators to catch him off guard. His life, however, was not about comfort or leisure. It was about survival. The Monkey Man had learned from an early age that the jungle could be both a nurturing home and a dangerous battleground. He hunted for his food, relying on his strength and skill to capture prey. He gathered fruits, nuts, and leaves, which provided him with nourishment. But he also hunted small animals, relying on his speed and dexterity to catch them. The jungle was a place where you had to be quick, clever, and strong to make it through the day. The Monkey Man's life wasn't solitary. He lived with a family of beings similar to himself, strong, agile, and deeply connected to the jungle. Family was the most important thing in his life. Together, they would forage for food, share the spoils of their hunts, and keep each other safe from the dangers that lurked in the shadows of the jungle. The bond between family members was unbreakable. They didn't have the luxury of modern life, no houses, no luxuries. They only had each other, and that was enough. They spent their days in the treetops, in caves, and by the river, enjoying the simplicity of life. The Monkey Man's family didn't have possessions. But what they did have was knowledge of the land, the plants, the animals, the rhythm of the jungle. They knew where to find the best food, where to hide from predators, and where the safest water sources were. Their lives were built on trust, teamwork, and respect for the jungle that provided everything they needed. The Monkey Man was the protector of his family, always on the lookout for danger. He would do anything to defend them. But the jungle was not always kind. Life was filled with danger, and the Monkey Man had his fair share of battles. From predators like wild boars to fierce leopards and snakes, the jungle was full of creatures that would not hesitate to attack. Yet the Monkey Man faced these threats head-on, using his immense strength and agility to protect his family. His fights were not just physical, they were also tests of wit and endurance. Whether it was wrestling with a jungle gorilla or fending off a snake, the Monkey Man used the resources around him to outsmart and overpower his foes. He knew the jungle better than anyone else and used its secrets to his advantage. But the Monkey Man's battles weren't always against enemies. Sometimes it was the jungle itself that tested him. Storms would roll in, torrential rains would flood the rivers, and the once safe paths would be washed away. The Monkey Man and his family had to adapt quickly, moving from one place to another, finding new shelters and food sources. Yet, through it all, the jungle was home, and they had learned to live with its challenges. They never gave up, never stopped fighting for survival. Despite the dangers, life for the Monkey Man was also filled with moments of peace. The jungle was a beautiful place, and he felt a deep connection to it. He spent time listening to the sounds of the wind rustling through the trees, the birds calling from the treetops, and and the soft flow of the river as it wound its way through the jungle. He took solace in the stillness of the night as he lay in the safety of the treetops, listening to the sounds of his family sleeping nearby. There was a certain magic in the air. The connection between all living things was palpable. The monkey. Man understood that he was just one part of the vast, interconnected web of life in the jungle. As the years passed, the monkey man grew wiser and stronger. He knew the jungle better than any creature alive, and he had learned the ways of survival. He had seen many things, births, deaths, and changes in the environment around him. But no matter how much time passed, he remained unchanged. He remained a part of the jungle, a living testament to the wildness of the world. Thousands of years have passed since the time of the monkey man, but his story lives on. Though his life was simple, it was also one of strength, resilience, and deep connection to nature. The legacy of the monkey man endures, reminding us of a time when humanity lived in harmony with the earth and the wild. And though the jungle has changed over the years, the spirit of the monkey man remains, carried. In the whispers of the wind, through the trees, and the timeless rhythm of the jungle,